If there's one thing many of us have done, it's spending hours watching the fun-filled and adventurous world of Peppa Pig. But have you ever stopped to think that behind all the cuteness, some things in this show might actually be quite terrifying? Animals being eaten. Let's start with a question that many have probably asked. Where does the meat come from at Peppa Pig's parties? In episodes like The Fire Engine, you'll see characters such as Mr. Bull, Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Pony, Mr. Zebra, and Daddy Pig organizing barbecues and other celebrations. However, it's never shown where the meat served at these gatherings comes from. Now, think about it. Daddy Pig is a pig, Mr. Bull is a bull, and Mr. Rabbit, well, you get the idea. What if the animals in the show are divided into two categories? Those who talk and act like humans, and those who are treated as food. For example, Grandpa Pig's chickens act more normal, like real animals, and could easily end up on the barbecue. It's terrifying to imagine that some characters might literally be eating others from their own world. Today, we're going to explore some unsettling moments and ideas that make Peppa Pig's universe a bit creepier. So grab your golden boots and let's dive into the fascinating world of Peppa Pig. Predators on the loose. Now let's talk about something equally bizarre. The behavior of some predator animals in Peppa Pig's world. Most of the time, the show portrays all the animals living in perfect harmony. However, there are moments when this piece seems on the verge of breaking. For instance, Mr. Fox has been seen attempting to attack one of Grandpa Pig's chickens. Another example is Mr. Wolf, who, during a conversation with Daddy Pig, mentions he's hungry while looking at him in a rather suspicious way. Even Madame Gazelle was startled when Mr. Lion appeared out of nowhere, making her visibly uncomfortable. These moments make us wonder, what if one day these animals lose control and follow their instincts? That would be a terrifying moment in Peppa's world. Grandpa and Grandma, Pig's farewell. Let's shift focus to one of the most delicate topics in Peppa Pig, the eventual passing of Grandpa and Grandma Pig. Fans of the show know how much Peppa loves spending time with her grandparents, whether it's helping in Grandpa Pig's garden or listening to Grandma Pig's stories. These are always special moments. However, as we all know, grandparents are older, meaning that, at some point, Peppa and George will have to deal with their loss. It's tough to imagine how the show would address something so sad, but it's an unavoidable reality. For example, in an episode where Grandpa and Grandma Pig are babysitting Peppa and George while their parents are away, Peppa asks Grandpa to toss her into the air, just as he had done with her younger brother. The problem? George is 2 years younger and probably a few pounds lighter. Grandpa Pig visibly struggles, panting and looking exhausted. Even Grandma Pig notices and suggests that Peppa play something else. It may seem like a small moment, but it's a powerful indication that Mommy Pig's parents may be nearing the end of their time. Just thinking about it gives me a lump in my throat, doesn't it? The evil twin. Now, speaking of mysterious moments, we need to talk about the infamous theory of Peppa's evil twin. It all started with an official wallpaper showing the Pig family standing outside their house. The day was beautiful. Blue skies, shining sun, but something caught fans' attention. A piglet inside the house. Who could this other child be? It can't be Peppa, as she's outside with her family. Since then, many have speculated that this is a secret twin, hidden inside the house and ignored by the family. The theory suggests that this piglet lives filled with anger and resentment, especially after seeing her sister being loved and getting everything she never had. Could it be that one day this twin will finally break free and attack the Pig family? Moreover, there are other clues throughout the series, which we'll explore in a specific video about this chilling theory. These hints suggest that someone is living secretly in the Pig family's house, and it's not any of the characters we already know. Just thinking about it gives me chills. So, were you also shocked by these scary possibilities in Peppa Pig's universe? Comment shocked below and share this with your friends so they can learn about these theories too. Mr. Fox goes to jail. Returning to Mr. Fox, we've already mentioned that his behavior is somewhat suspicious. While his actions may go unnoticed by the kids, it's clear he's not as honest as the other residents of Peppa's town. For instance, he has shown a tendency to commit petty crimes, like stealing Grandpa Pig's chickens. Now imagine this. At some point, Mr. Fox might have to face the consequences of his actions and end up in jail. The most ironic part? He wouldn't be taken in by just any officer but by his own son, who in the future could become a police officer in Peppa Pig's town. How ironic, right? A different family. Mr. Fox isn't the only one with a complicated story. The rabbit family also faces unique challenges in Peppa's world. Unlike other animals who have accepted society's rules, the rabbits hold a different perspective. Being vegetarians, they reject the idea that some animals serve as food for others. This sets them apart from the rest. Although they interact with their neighbors and have friends, in dire situations, like the massive flood that hits the town, they often find themselves sidelined. A clear example is in the episode, The Biggest Muddy Puddle in the World, where we see Mr. Rabbit being rescued with a sad expression, likely because he lost everything in the flood. It's truly heartbreaking. Poor rabbits. A destroyed world. The massive flood mentioned above leads us to an even more terrifying theory about Peppa Pig's universe. What if, in the past, climate change has devastated the planet, destroying everything and leaving only these animals as survivors? According to this theory, the town where the characters live might be the last place left on Earth, forcing the animals to band together to survive. This could explain why we occasionally see episodes with intense rains and frightening floods. These events might be remnants of past catastrophes, reminding the residents of the destruction that almost wiped everything out. Just thinking about it sends chills down my spine, doesn't it? Families in isolation. Because of the devastation caused in the past, the families decided to live in isolation. For many years, these animals were domesticated by humans, living to please their owners. Once they gained their freedom, they realized that the best way to avoid future conflicts was for each family to live their own life, far from others. While there are moments when everyone gathers, like for birthdays or barbecues, families generally prefer to keep their distance from one another. This isolation acts as a way to preserve their freedom and avoid repeating the past when they were treated as objects or pets. Imagine how sad it must be to live in a world where every family chooses to stay alone to prevent possible conflicts. So, are you also surprised by these terrifying events in Peppa Pig's universe? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and make sure you never miss any amazing content like this. The Animal Revolt. One of the most intriguing aspects of Peppa Pig's universe is the near-total absence of humans. Of course, there are a few exceptions, like the Queen, Santa Claus, and a pirate, who have appeared in the series. Additionally, the Statue of Liberty in Peppa's world looks exactly like the real one. It depicts a human woman. These appearances raise an interesting question. What happened to humans in Peppa's world? The most widely accepted theory is that humans once dominated everything in this universe, just like in our world. However, their relationship with animals, especially pigs, was far from ideal. Pigs, known for their intelligence, realized the unfairness of their situation and decided to change it. Thus began the Animal Revolt, led by the pigs. Together, they rallied other animals, devised a plan, and rebelled against the humans. The result? The animals succeeded in driving out the humans, took control, and built their own society. Now, all the structures that once belonged to humans, such as schools, hospitals, and cities, are managed by the animals. Quite a dramatic shift, don't you think? The humans return. But of course, such a radical revolution wouldn't be easily forgotten by the humans. After being expelled and forced to live in remote areas, the humans spent years plotting their return to the world they believed was rightfully theirs. The Animal Revolt, spearheaded by the pigs, wasn't easy for the humans to accept. They were furious to learn that the animals not only ousted them, but also took over schools, used hospitals, and worked in places that had once been exclusively theirs. After years of pretending to accept this new reality, the humans decided it was time to act. They began organizing to invade Peppa's world and reclaim everything they had lost. Their plan was even more drastic. The humans would drive out many animals and turn the remaining ones into pets, just like in the past. To make matters worse, figures like the Queen, Santa Claus, and the pirate would be labeled as traitors for siding with the animals during the revolution. But such a battle wouldn't be easy. The animals are highly intelligent and well-organized. It would take immense effort and strategy for the humans to face off against so many determined creatures, fighting to protect their freedom. Just imagining such an epic war between humans and animals sends shivers down my spine. Wow, I never stopped to think about how many bizarre and mysterious possibilities exist in the world of Peppa Pig. So, what did you think of these theories and ideas? While you reflect on that, we'd love to recommend 2 amazing videos for you to keep enjoying here on the channel. Just click on the one that catches your eye. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.